welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hello there, my name is Corina. Happy first couple of weeks of 2018. I hope that the new year has been treating you right and that you are well on your way to having this year be your best year ever. It has been a while since I've shared a full day of eating video here on my channel, and my family and I went away to Lake Tahoe for the new year, and I thought that it would actually be a really great opportunity for me to share an entire week's worth of intermittent fasting and ketogenic eating, minus one off-track, off-plan meal that I was very well aware of when I made that decision. But I will go into that into more detail in a little bit. I'm actually going to be splitting this up into two separate videos. This video is going to focus on all of my prepping and planning and packing, as well as my traveling day and the first day up at Lake Tahoe. And then the second video is gonna focus on days 2 through 7. So make sure that you are subscribed and you have your notifications turned on so that you don't miss that video. For now, let's jump into everything that I wanna share today. Let's get started. So before I even have a chance to worry about how I'm going to stay on track with my eating, you will always find me prepping, planning, and packing a few days prior. There are so many things available in travel-sized portions nowadays. Everything from coconut oil to olive oil and balsamic vinegar bottles, bone broth, and even seasoning packets. You can find a lot of this on Amazon, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, and Cost Plus. If you'd like me to go into more depth into what I actually packed and why I packed certain things, then let me know in the comments down below. If you've watched any of my previous full day of eating videos, you'll know how much I absolutely adore these stacker bottles. These are my favorite way of transporting snacks and even powders and supplements. These bottles make it easy for me to pack and store things like my maca powder, spirulina, and matcha tea. One thing that I do want to mention here is that while I didn't want to pack up my entire kitchen and all of the stuff that I would need for baking, I also didn't want to be left without a sweet treat at night when the rest of the family was enjoying their desserts. So the night before we left for Lake Tahoe, I went ahead and whipped up just a couple of things for myself. First was my spice cake, which I've been obsessed with since Thanksgiving, and then some keto cookies. I'll link the recipes to both of these down below in the description box for you. For the long road trip, I packed the essentials into my Fitmark Shield bag. This had my stacker bottles with snacks, salads I prepped, some bone broth, and the supplements that I would need for the day of travel. With everything prepped, packed, and loaded into the truck, we were officially off to Lake Tahoe on New Year's Eve day.
From San Diego to Lake Tahoe is about 9 hours, lots and lots of open stretches of boring road for the first half, so I ended up working on client plans, recipes, and emails thanks to OnStar Wi-Fi. We left the house around 7:30 a.m. and I drank my 40 ounces of herbal tea and then my decaf coffee that was mixed with my perfect keto coffee-flavored exogenous ketones. About halfway up and halfway back home, we always stop in Bishop, California for our customary Denny's breakfast. We are about halfway to Lake Tahoe, and although I had planned to fast until we got there later this afternoon, my family was hungry, so we decided to stop halfway to Lake Tahoe, and we're just at Denny's right now, and I figure since they were eating, I didn't want to be the weird, awkward one that was sitting there watching them. I made a salad dressing for myself last night before we left when I was prepping everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring that in with me and have the salad. Probably have some snacks in the car as well, because we still have about 5 hours to Lake Tahoe. It is about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Drank my decaf coffee that was mixed with the perfect keto exogenous ketones. Again, I take exogenous ketones on days just like today where I know that I am going to try to kind of extend my fast because exogenous ketones suppress my appetite so much. I figured that it would be a really great opportunity on the way to Tahoe to not have to worry about food. So while I'm definitely not worried about food, I'm not overly hungry right now, I could easily not eat for the next couple of hours. I'm just going to go ahead and eat with my family. This is just a really good example of how intermittent fasting and keto can really fit into your lifestyle, but not take away from it. Although I had planned on fasting the entire time, I'm not holding myself to that so rigidly that it gets in the way of, enjoying my trip, enjoying my life, enjoying the day. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat. I think I'm gonna get a Cobb salad. So yeah. All right, let's head into Denny's. I normally don't have traditional breakfast food for my first meal since I usually eat early in the afternoon. So salad it was. Meanwhile, McKenna and Joe had French toast and pancakes. Like I said, I was not hungry heading into this first meal of the day because I had taken the exogenous ketones. So I had a few bites at Denny's and then decided to take the rest with me in the car to eat at some point. Again, perfect example of how exogenous ketones affects me personally. Huge appetite suppression. With food in my tummy, I took my usual supplements and vitamins. More and more driving. So sad to see there was so little snow, but it's super early in the season. I ended up getting bored and had just a few snacks. A little travel pack of olives that I found at Trader Joe's, which are delicious, and then some veggies I had packed the night before for the road trip. Then we had a bathroom break and I had one of these Bai drinks, which I'm obsessed with. I find them a little too sweet on their own right out of the bottle, so I water mine down quite a bit. They are sweetened with erythritol, so great for keto and no impact on your blood sugar. I had a few more bites of some veggies with some sprinkles of my chili lime tahini seasoning, and we finally made it to Lake Tahoe at about 7 p.m. Unloaded the truck, and then my husband always puts everything away immediately, which I love. Everything unpacked and put into their place, clothes neatly put into drawers and cabinets, sweaters and jackets hung up. My husband even puts our charging cords into place, lays out McKenna's stuffed animals and blankie, places our journals and books on the nightstands, and then he got baths ready for his girls. Isn't my husband the absolute best? Meanwhile, I took care of the food situation, unloaded everything I packed and brought up here. This is the exact reason why we always stay in places with full kitchens. It's so nice having all of the staples on hand ready to use at all times. All of the prepped food I brought, which saves a ton of money on eating out, condiments and stuff for my salad dressings, staple foods I know I won't be able to find up here, a nice batch of seasonings so we can cook. Having access to a full kitchen is a luxury, but an absolute necessity for our family. Before I got dinner ready, I had a few nibbles of some cucumbers with some olive tapenade from Trader Joe's. I ended up having the huge hamburger salad I prepped the night before, so all I had to do was whip up a salad dressing. I'll link the recipe for this at the top now for you, but it's so easy to make. Just a little bit of mayo, some ketchup, apple cider vinegar, chopped pickles, salt, pepper, and a little bit of stevia. McKenna and Joe also had salad alongside some lasagna I prepped for tonight. And how cool is it that they had fireworks literally right outside of the resort? This ended up being the absolute perfect New Year's Eve. I rounded out my full day of eating while traveling with my PM supplements and some leftover cranberry scones that I brought, got my tea ready for the morning, watched the ball drop on TV, and was asleep by 12:15.
Happy New Year's Day, everyone. I hope that you all had an amazing night and are having a wonderful day. We're gonna go shopping today, and I'm gonna pick up everything I need to make salads for the week. It is about, I wanna say 12:30, 1 o'clock. I have not had my first meal. I had my 40 ounces of chai tea. We woke up a little bit late. It was like 9:30. We slept in, which was amazing. So I'm getting a little bit later start. So I finished my water and I am gonna go ahead and make my decaf coffee right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and work on my first meal. I had brought some leftover coconut chicken curry. That recipe is on my blog. I will go ahead and link that down below. But I had made it a couple of days ago, so I figured I didn't want it to go to waste, so I brought it up here with me, and that's what I'm gonna have as my first meal. We stopped really quick in last night to Costco on the way here, and I picked up just a couple of things. Again, we're gonna go grocery shopping today, and I'm gonna pick up the bulk of what I need. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make my decaf, and I will show you what I put in it.
Just 2 cups of decaf coffee, a little of this dairy-free Nut Pods French vanilla creamer, a big scoop of my Perfect Keto chocolate-flavored MCT oil powder. Watch how frothy this gets my coffee. A little bit of ghee for some caramel flavor, a pinch of salt, which is super important on keto, a pinch of cinnamon, some liquid stevia, and then blend it up. And see how frothy and foamy that chocolate MCT oil powder gets the coffee. I seriously look forward to this deliciousness every single day just because of that powder. At around 2:30 in the afternoon, I worked on that leftover coconut chicken curry. I added some ghee to a hot pan, onions, mushrooms, riced cauliflower that I grabbed at Costco, salt, pepper, and garlic, sauteed it up until it was tender. Then I added the curry and kelp noodles, another keto staple for me. Totally obsessed with this dish. I don't think I could ever get bored of it. I add in some fresh cilantro and some lime juice, and it's ready to go. This curry is easily my absolute favorite Instant Pot creation. Then I just rounded out my first meal of the day with some 92% dark chocolate.
Hi everyone. The time is about 7 p.m. My husband and daughter are ordering food, and then we're just gonna bring it back up here to the room. One thing that I wanted to mention right now was that I have been keto now for a year and 3 or 4 months. I actually have not had one single even bite of pizza in over a year and a half. So when we come up here to Lake Tahoe, this place in the village called Rubicon Pizza is our favorite pizza in the entire world. And I don't want to come up here and not have it and not experience it with my family. So my daughter is getting a 10-inch gluten-free pizza, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to have a slice. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I'm not going to fast tomorrow for an extra long amount of time. I'm not gonna work out tomorrow to erase my food choices tonight. I'm not gonna care that it's going to kick me out of ketosis. I want to live in the moment, and I don't want to have my way of eating dictate and run my life. I want to have something, and I'm gonna go ahead and eat it, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'm gonna have 1 or 2 slices of pizza depending on how I feel. And then I'm also going to make a salad here up at the room. Anyways, that's the story for tonight. I'll have a slice or 2 of that spice cake that I made beforehand, and maybe some snacks. I'm not sure what we're doing, but that's the plan as of right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this salad, wait for my husband and daughter to come back up with the pizzas, and I'm gonna have my first slice of pizza in a year and a half. I cannot tell you how amazing this pizza was. I am so happy with my decision to deviate from keto to experience and enjoy this with my family.
Oh my gosh. Transforms ingredients using science. For example, you can use
My gosh.
to turn liquid into little pearls of flavor. Behold, fresh raspberry juice caviar. An immersion circulator quickly things.
Oh my gosh.
Here, nectarines are soaking up the flavor of fresh basil and the sweetness of lime simple syrup.
we move into Tahoe?
None of my meals is ever complete without at least 2 to 3 servings of veggies, so this salad was the main course alongside my 2 slices of pizza.
All right, so that was all of the prepping and planning, packing, our traveling day to Lake Tahoe, and the first day up there. The second video, like I said, is what I'm working on right now. It should be up in the next couple of days. But if you have any questions about anything that I've shared in this video, any of the products that I've shared, anything that I brought with me, why I brought it with me, and you want to know about it, then please go ahead and leave that comment down below, and I will be sure to address it in the next video. That's all I have for now. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope to see you back really soon, hopefully in the next couple of days when I have part 2 to this uploaded onto my channel. Until next time.